All right, it is about noon hour today. You were given a random job posting. It is a protection job for an escort to a card game. It's very clear stipulation. There were no Yakuza ties. The pay is very low. Hey, that'll be alright, right? So you need to go to you got an arrow invitation to the Seven Luck Casino in Everett. Some of you were told no guns, no weapons, service entrance 3, and the time should have been 8 p.m. So what do you want to do with your day before you go do this? You got about, 7 hours if you want to beat traffic, 6 hours. Like that.
Mysterio will get his chest waxed and oiled up.
Do you have a special oil? Do you go to someone for that, or do you do it yourself?
I used to do it myself, but now I'm getting popular enough to that I can get it done for me. An Asian lady.
Okay, so you go to a lovely Asian lady, and I have to know what ethnicity is she? Do you have any preference? Do you go to like Triad territory, Yakuza territory?
You pick.
No, I want you to pick. Your character. You can roll a D3 if you want to make it random.
Okay, because I was like, he'd probably just whatever people told him to go to, whatever the other wrestlers said, hey, this is where I go.
What district do you live in?
I believe I live in Snohomish.
Okay, then you go up to Korean Town. You find right on the border of Everett and Snohomish, a little area that's owned primarily by Sulphur Rings, and you find a lovely massage parlor. And completely misunderstanding the services that they provide there, wink, wink. You were just like, no, I just need you to oil up my chest. I believe that this
I don't think I'd say no to those services either.
After your third visitor, so you realize why you pay her the extra 100 million. So you can deduct that. I'll put that on the run expenses for the day.
I'm not paying for that.
When you see my glistening chest, you will want to pay for it.
All right, oiling up Mysterio at a massage parlor. This was already starting out promising. Perfect. That's what you do with your day before heading over. Have you met Day? I can't really remember if Mysterio has got involved with any of the syndicate stuff when we were doing that whole round.
I think I did a little bit for the triads.
Okay, but you didn't go to Tickler's downtown?
No, I've been really busy lately.
All right, well, this was like 6 months ago. No worries. Okay, so that's what Mysterio does. Hoxton, what are you doing?
Yeah, I didn't get that message. I mean, I got a message. So I guess
your message was again 8 o'clock at the Seven Luck Casino in Everett, service entrance 3.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a wake up call, and I'm like, you know what? I've been so afraid to gamble for so long now because I just kept winning $150 over and over and over again. That like it kind of dawns on me like, oh yeah, I guess yeah. So I'll probably just continue doing a little bit of research on Scotland and the area early on, but as it gets closer towards go time, I'll probably head down about an hour early and see if the casino's got any luck for me.
Yeah, the casino is open. You what's your thing? You like card games, slot games? It's all mostly in AR. Perhaps.
Yeah, I think his forte was always in cards.
Okay. So you're gonna play poker? Or you're gonna play blackjack? What are you playing?
He'll go sit down at whatever the equivalent of a Texas Hold'em game is.
Okay. You find that little AR agent keeps dealing you cards very shifty-like. Roll me your edge. You got edge. roll me your edge as an extended test. Oh, damn. You got 6, 4, and 4. Okay. So let's see.
Hey.
How many did you get in total? All right. How much were you buying in for? You want like a $10 buy-in?
Yeah, we'll do like 5-10 tables.
Okay. So you start winning a little bit. You get up to about 70 bucks, and then you lose about half of that, and then you win another hand, and you're like, I think I'm good. So, let's see, you probably made about 50 bucks.
All right, yeah, like as in terms of the excitement levels of people around him winning or losing bigger amounts, as
Oh,
Hoxton like
yeah,
gets.
they're losing way more than you are. You're cleaning house.
All right, yeah, but like still the total amount of winnings is nothing to be like I can retire on. But Hoxton's kind of like outward demeanor is very very happy as he has not just won a total of $150, and this is probably like as I cash it out into actual cash. I imagine this is just like an assortment of 20s and like lower denomination bills, right?
Oh, you would have bought into chips. You would have bought in chips from the casino, and then you can go try to cash them out the window.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not gonna take the chips home. I want to go to the window and get some cash in my pocket. All right.
Yeah, so you made 50 million.
Perfect.
And I spend 100.
Yeah, you spent 100. Priorities, man. Priorities. You also got a happy ending. Hoxton just got a little luck.
Just a little.
Hey,
So,
Tortoise, what are you doing? Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'll just spend my time doing that and then make my way to Service Engines 3 at the appropriate time.
Okay. Yeah. What are you up to, Tortoise?
If possible, I would like to join the Hoxton's table too.
Okay. Do you want to play, or are you just standing next to him, looming over his shoulder?
No, I would like to take a peek. Take a join.
Okay. Yeah, you can play. Do the same thing. Extended test with your edge.
Well,
I will destroy you, Turtle.
well, you do that. I mean, I have an edge of 3.
Oh yeah, roll
Anything's
3,
possible.
2, and 1. You guys both while you're there. Well, Hoxton, you've been to this casino before months ago. It's not super big. It's a fairly
All glitched.
Yeah.
it's a smaller casino, but still has plenty of room and private areas and VIP section and stuff like that. I think you've been in this casino before, Hoxton. You've definitely heard Havelock and them talk about it on a previous job months ago. It's Korean owned, and it's no big secret to anyone with a little underworld knowledge that it's one of the Soulful Rings. This kind of places to go.
I don't think I was here on business, but I've been here and I'm very well aware of it.
I mean, there's a good chance you probably saw the video of who was it, Whisper punching Havelock.
Yes, yeah, as Arachne slipped through the door.
Yeah. Okay, Tortoise, you managed to. Let's see. Let me look here. You
There's a
managed to
critical
actually
glitch.
win one hand.
Crit glitch.
Yeah, you managed to win one hand, and you were doing pretty good there. And you, right after Hoxton said he was going to beat you, Turtle, you win the next hand and take in the pot and give him a smirk. And then you just like double down and you lose horribly.
He just baited me.
So you lose 30 million.
30 million, okay.
The fact that 30 of this 50 is Tortoise's makes it all the better.
Oh my.
That yellow.
He's clearly counting cards. All right, Blizzard, what are you up to?
Current.
Also, well then, 1 minute. I forgot to ask. The two of you, before you come into this casino, would have known that you cannot carry firearms into the casino. If you try to do so, they will check them at the door, as long as you're willing to give them up.
Oh yeah, no, we killed those guys before we entered, obviously.
No,
All right,
not
let's
sure.
make sure that's clear. You could not have carried guns. In
Yeah,
the
I would have
If
checked
you-
mine. Checked
If
mine
you
at the door.
don't want to give them up, you can try to hide them, and I will do the rolls for that. But if you're willing to, leave them in the car or check them at the coat check on your way in.
Yeah, talking about car, I thought that I had a car or Jeep some sorts, but actually Thundercloud Morgan is a desert buggy.
Doom buggy.
It's a doom buggy. Yeah, you
Yeah,
could say.
Doom buggy. Yeah, I
It's-
didn't know that.
It's
You
about
also
as.
have
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it is snowing in Seattle. It's been snowing for the last few days. So enjoy that open top.
Yeah,
Technically.
that's why the goggles are.
Tortoise also doesn't have a license plate after last run.
Yeah, I put something back on.
Still have your
Something
tag. You still broadcasting your gyps?
Nah. Please no.
Aww. Alright, anywho, Blizzard, why don't you go ahead and give me your intro. What are you up to? All these other silly people are gambling and getting hand jobs. What are you doing?
Blizzard's currently in the process of learning a new spell. He's studying cure disease at the moment. So he'd probably take most of the day because he's trying to get that done. So he'd take most of the day to do that and probably head early to go enjoy.
You're studying cure disease. Mysterio is gonna need you in a few months. Don't worry.
It's like I'll be ready in like the next couple days, Mysterio.
Hey,
if you want to come in,
I'm the one with nephretic screen. So
maybe you shouldn't be getting happy endings from strange Asian ladies.
he trusts his nephretic.
I mean, they're professionals. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, it's sanitary. Yeah, so he'd probably be studying most of the day, and then probably like a good 2 hours early. He'd go 2 hours early, and it's a casino, right? So why not?
Yeah, it's a
Probably go.
casino. It's a little shadier casino, but it is a casino, and as long as you as well or not have any active spells or anything going on you while you walk through, or have a spirit hanging out next to you.
No, I wouldn't have anything like that. Yeah.
Of course you don't. All right. Have you ever met Hoxton or Miss Tortoise?
I've met both.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
I only don't know Mysterio,
Same.
and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna love him with his wax chest.
hey, let's do because we're trying to make it a habit of doing recordings and stuff. Let's also do a quick physical description of everybody so that we can have those for our listeners. Hoxton, we'll start with you.
Sure. Let me
What do you
do
look
this
like?
really quick. Huxton is a 30-something-year-old human male. He has got short brown hair, a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow on his face. His eyes probably a little bit bags underneath, a little weathered. He's currently wearing, however, a very pristine, very nice-looking sleeping tiger. Clean cut, looks fresh out of the box. He's got a shit-eating grin on his face as he continuously counts a very particular $30. Otherwise, he's about average size, physically fit. No obvious, details that look special or interesting.
Good. Mysterio, go ahead. We obviously know you've been listening chess.
Yeah, Mysterio is about 3 feet tall. He is muscular, but he is the stature of a young person. He is wearing a luchador mask and an argentum coat, but it's been kind of like bedazzled. It is slightly open, revealing his glistening chest below. Anyone who has not ran with Mysterio has probably still heard about him. He's got videos everywhere.
What are in those videos? Like, what are the videos of?
Of him, like, wrestling people and killing people and on runs and whatnot. He uploads them.
Yes, Mysterio is very short. He is a gnome.
Okay.
He's a luchador wrestler gnome.
Yeah, which Oh, so that'd be like 1 meter or so.
Meter and a half, I think, is
Yeah,
average for a gnome.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a meter in. If it's 1 meter, that's why I'm asking.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah,
He's
it's about
very
a meter.
very short.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like a child.
Yeah. He looked, yeah.
Except for his glistening chest.
Yeah.
All right, Tortoise, you want to do a quick description of what you look like?
Well, tortoises can be considered young. I don't know how the ages work for the orcs, but yeah. He is 1 meter 89 centimeter tall, 89 kilogram. Not largely built, but has fine-toned muscle body. He is currently wearing a big game hunter. He's an orc, by the way. He has a grayish to greenish skin. Has green eyes. Other than that, has an Middle Eastern features on his on facials. Facial. That doesn't call facial expression, but facial image. Yeah, that whatever.
Yeah.
Whether it's that.
Looks European.
Yeah.
Or Middle Eastern, rather, yeah.
Yeah, Middle Eastern, much more likely, yes.
Okay.
That's all, I believe.
All right, Blizzard, what do you look like?
Much like Hoxton, Blizzard is also sporting a new Sleeping Tiger suit. He thought it'd be appropriate to wear it out to a casino. He has his buzz cut hair, tamed kept beard that's pretty close to his face. He's on it's not short. He's on the average side, and he's not particularly well built or anything, but he makes that up with magic. But he's not doing any of that right now. And he speaks with an accent as he talks. He is from Quebec, so he has a French influence as he speaks, as English isn't his native language.
All right. Well, you guys go around at the appropriate time to service entrance 3. It's around the back of the casino. This clearly leads into a small sort of more of like a warehouse section where you would do some unloading for shipping or anything like that if you needed to. Or you could imagine like when they bring in the AR terminals and stuff like that they probably go through here, things of that nature. So if you go around back, there is a human. He's in a suit. He is waiting for you. You guys can broadcast the arrow invitation. He'll do a quick scan of it, see it looks legit. He is also going to search all of you for, 3 of you for weapons. Do any of you have weapons on you?
I am a weapon.
Great. Yeah. Do you still have your junkyard jaw and stuff like that?
No, I got rid of that.
Okay.
Cost me like 10,000 Nuyen to get rid of it.
Okay. Well, if you don't have anything, he's going to do a quick pat down of each of you, just checking your pockets, things like that. Let you in. You all notice that when he gets to Hoxton, he just kind of waves him in and doesn't bother to do a check or anything like that.
I probably do have a pretty big grin on my face too, as well.
Okay. Of course you do. This gentleman is Korean, wearing an armored jacket, and has an obvious large blade on his hip. And he will let you in. As you go into the back and into a small corner of this area, it's got stocked with tons of stuff. There's obviously kind of a storage area and where they bring in whatnots. But in the back corner is a table where it looks like some of the guys probably play some sort of card games or just sit and chat and things like that. And sitting back there, and who will stand up whenever you come in, is a very large troll. His right horn is broken off. His tusks are big and jugging. He is an ugly man. who is just constantly scowling and looks ill-tempered. He is probably like twice the size of Hoxton, if not bigger, and just like 8 feet tall and massive. Black hair, clean shaven otherwise, wearing a kind of a long coat and a suit underneath. The top of the suit's like open. You can see he's got like a gold, like a not a golden pearl chain like on. He's a little kind of stereotypical gaudy. His black hair is slicked back and stuff. He's a little.
Is he at a table or is he standing up?
I was referring to your body, Hoxton, not your height. I know you're not 4 foot tall, but he's a body 10 and you're a body 5.
That part is accurate.
He's twice as white as you, and yeah, and easily like lumbering your 9 foot tall, 3 some meters, right? He's or almost 3 meters. He's big guy. 2.5. I've got it here. Look at me. 2.5 meters tall. Troll. He stands up whenever you come in, Mysterio, and walks over and will first greet Hoxton and look at the rest of you.
Yeah, I just say with like a bit of a nod and possibly a handshake, Mr. Yakamura.
Does he know your name? What the hell? He would just call you Hoxton. Hoxton, you son of a bitch, are trying to kill me.
It's just another Tuesday.
I will pull on
Not
his
this
pant leg.
Tuesday. Sorry, what are you gonna do, Mister?
I'll yank on his pant leg.
He'll probably like throw a big giant hand, like swish you away, and then look down and realize there you are.
I'll put my hand straight up in the air, and put it there, hombre.
He'll reach down, and his hand easily probably encompasses yours like twice over, and tries to.
I probably lift off the ground a little bit.
Yeah, he's very, very big and bulky and strong, and so he probably does like unintentionally hurt your hand a little bit.
Oh, no, he's not. I got ortho skin, man. I'm good.
All right, well, not for your ortho skin and whatnot. You would probably be crushing the bones in your hand right now, where he dropped you back down. And this guy just has like a constant scowl. All right, I'll tell you, I need you to do some guard work for me. We're gonna go to my apartment, and my girl is there. You're gonna escort her to her job she's got tonight.
I look around before asking, do I see Day anywhere?
You don't.
I will say, would this be Day?
Yeah, Day is who we're looking for.
Hoxton will just nod.
He will say, like, I'm gonna give you a stipend for this work. We'll start out with like $3,000. If it ends up taking a little longer, we'll keep going for the day.
And I kind of look puzzledly towards Hoxton, and I'm like, "What's a stipend?"
Hoxton will answer by asking. I'll say, are there any other plans on the agenda for today? Things that she needs to do, or are we bringing her back here?
We'll bring her back to the apartment after her meeting tonight. I'll meet up with you then. Your job is to guard the both of us. As you know, he'll look at Hoxton with a very serious, like, pissed off. And he almost, like, when he says it, he, like, spits a little bit, right? He's like, you know some son of bitches are trying to kill me.
Yeah, Hoxton has like sort of a reassuring look on his face, and we'll say, yeah, these are good people. As I look across the people on my team.
Mysterio will like set a card on the table and push it towards the troll, and say, "Make your frown turn upside down." And it's a card to
the parlor.
Korean parlor.
He'll pick it up at first, like with this angry thing, and then just genuinely laugh when he reads the name on it. He'll stick it in his. He'll actually flip it over. He'll write something on the back, and then give it back to you.
I'll take it, but I'll be like wondering why you gave it back to me. Okay. I'll probably actually say I actually got a few. I got like 50 more cards. I don't really need that anymore.
You give that to the madam next time. Next one's on me.
Oh, excellent.
And it's written in Korean if you flip it over, but you can see that the name looks like at the bottom is signed by Kaz Yakamura. It's probably got like a little AR stamp on it.
Did Mysterio just get paid in a free hand job?
It's all about the benefits.
I'm losing right now.
So yeah, Huxon will, not knowing what just transpired, just sort of carry on and say, do you have her address where we can meet her? And does she know we're coming?
We're going right now, and he'll snap his fingers, and a couple of the other goons that are probably just been around the place, obviously his bodyguards, and he'll one of them will come over and he'll be like, "You stay here." And it's like, hey, I've got business to do, and they're gonna watch me tonight. And he gives them this very like confrontational look, and you can see that they look at you guys and they look back at him like maybe it's probably their job to stay with him. But they also don't look like they're about to start arguing with him. So the guy just gives a final nod and walks, kind of takes his place again. And the guy's like, "You guys follow me," and he'll start to walk out the back toward the service entrance.
Yeah, as soon as Kaz's head is turned, I'll shrug sympathetically towards the goon who was looking at us, but then immediately try to keep pace with Kaz, and definitely give a look to the others like, don't fucking fall behind.
Yeah, I'll just his composure's not great. Mysterio, he's a little twitchy. This guy definitely looks like he's if he's not on something right now, he's probably a frequent user, and he definitely has this like wary look at his guards if he really does not trust them.
He doesn't trust his guards. Okay.
Yeah, probably rightfully so. All right. So anyway, he'll go out and he'll get in a big armored Americar.
I will I will point at the guards and I'll be like like the gun fingers at them and give them cards and say, we got him. We'll take care of him. You can use these."
You give him the card. You give him the card.
Not the card that I got back.
You slip that into a special pocket for later. You give them cards.
I'll be like,
this really
ask for Sung Lee.
Right.
She's got a good grip.
They'll give you this really like irritable look, but they will take your card. It's kind of almost as a reaction. You slip it into your pocket. Kaz
run to catch up.
Okay, you run to catch up. Kaz will look at one of you and tell you to ride with him, and then he'll get into the cars if he's going to be driving.
Tortoise. Sorry, Hoxton was kind of like, gesturing towards the car as probably the one that should be as close to our principal as possible.
Are you trying to get Tortoise to ride with Kaz?
Did I miss something? Or I'm not getting you guys clear.
Maybe. Can you hear us?
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we hear you just fine.
Okay. So, okay. So we are rolling now? What?
Kaz is getting into his car, and he is going to drive someplace, and he wants one of you to ride with him.
I look towards Hoxton, and I'm like, with a like, do you want me to ride with him? Look.
Yeah, Tortoise just gives a nod, but he will probably will be who's gonna draw my card and
leave it here. We'll be back.
Okay, I will take the seat. Shotgun.
And I'll kind of tell Mysterio to ride with me, and
Okay.
and assume that Blizzard will as well.
Should I
Good.
grab my bang bang?
Yeah, quickly.
Grab your what? Your bang bang?
Yeah, my guns.
I looked at Huxley and I'm like, I didn't bring any weapons.
You did finger guns while you did that, didn't you?
Yes, I did, of course.
I grabbed my bang bang.
Blizzard tells me that he didn't bring any weapons. And
Actually,
like,
no, I made a shotgun action.
Which could be misconstrued if only people character. All right. So yes, Mysterio is going to. Sorry, I lost it. Mysterio is going to ride with Kaz, and
no, Tortoise jumped in with
okay.
Kaz.
Tortoise listened to you. You jumped in with Kaz. All right, good. Yep. So Tortoise, Kaz does programs a grid guide location, and his car takes off on grid guide going to another area into looks like Everett still. You guys can jump in and follow whoever wants to drive their cars.
Yeah, there's like a short conversation between Blizzard and Hoxton on the way towards his car, where Blizzard tells me that he didn't bring any weapons. So do you even shoot? Do you even shoot a gun?
I like look at him and I'm like, I got a nice like, I have like a Winchester, like a hunting like what old style like shotgun that would probably be made for hunting that he usually uses. And I'm like, it'd be too obvious. Like I'll stick to spells. Like,
yeah.
Am I in this conversation in any way over DNA or some sorts?
No, this was just over like speaking out loud on through the parking lot.
Yeah, okay. Because my whole gear is in my car.
That would have been good to know before you drove.
you can DNI us. Be like, oh, by the way, get a bag from my car.
Yeah, please do that.
All right, we'll swing by Tortoise's car, pick up his shield and shit.
Tortoise
probably look inconspicuous, but my weapons are almost bigger than me.
Tortoise, you're probably like really actually enjoying the heat in Kaz Yakamura's car since you drove a doom buggy through the snow to get here.
Oh, it's probably easy to find that bag since there's no covering.
I put the shield on the top. It's fine.
Good. All right. So you guys go to an apartment in Everett. It's an easy middle lifestyle, maybe a little bit middle to low. The neighborhood's probably a little on the low end, but the apartment building was in good repair and definitely probably cleaner on the inside than the out. So you get into this apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do...
And I'm alone in the car with the guy, right?
You are, yeah.
Okay.
You overhear him take a conversation that is very short. He gets really animated and angry. He says things like, take him to the apartment. I'll be there soon. I will make sure he's tied up, like things like that. And then he has another conversation real quickly over his comlink that is just telling them telling somebody to look out for a group of people and let them in when they get there. And when you guys pull up the apartment, you guys see like a step van outside. It's black, no windows, and you go when you go inside. In the interim, there are 4 people in black trench coats. 2 of them are orcs. One's a human, the other one's a troll. And between them, they have an African-American gentleman, shaved head, lots of facial piercings. His eyes have been bound. He doesn't look like he's conscious really at all. He's very groggy and looks like somebody is kind of like the troll and one of the orcs are kind of holding him up, right? It's the only reason he's still really on his feet.
Mm.
What did you say? He was an African American?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's wearing a shirt that says Trolls die, no one cries. A pair of blue jeans. He's got an empty shoulder holster on. I believe you've
Okay.
seen this person before, Hoxton. You definitely met this man before. Let's see, it's Kane.
Who? Oh shit! This is Kane.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hoxton audibly laughs for a moment when he steps into the it's like a mixture of surprise, relief, excitement, and fear all in one sort of quick chuckle.
Okay. Kaz is very similar. He's very angry and gruff, but also like now that this prize is in front of him, seems really excited.
God, yeah. I mean, I guess I just immediately look at Kaz to see if he's reacting. Otherwise, I might say something.
Sure, yeah, he immediately reacts as soon as he sees that and Day is there kind of in the background too. This Day is a Korean woman. She's got black hair, a kind of blonde. It's not even blonde. It's like a white stripe in the front. Dressed in very attractive clothing. She's very beautiful, and yeah. And anyway, so they're holding up Kane, this big dude, all these facial piercings, big bald guy. Well, he's clearly a ganger, perhaps of some sort. For those of you who don't know him, and Kaz just grabs hold of his shirt and just drags him into the bathroom of this place. And the four of you and the what you can only presume are four other Shadowrunners, and they stand there very awkwardly as you just hear the sounds of tortured screams coming from the bathroom, and just you can hear that wet smack of like blood and flesh and bones breaking.
Yeah, this kind of sets Hoxton off a little bit. I'll start sort of like pacing around, probably fidgeting with a small can that I pull out of my pocket. It's about palm size.
What are you fidgeting with?
It's just a can of snuff, but I'm just
Oh,
sort of
okay.
like clicking the lid on and off, on and off, on and off.
Often you have grenades or something in your pocket, so when you
No, this
pull
isn't
out
gear.
a high explosive grenade.
No. This is just a can of snuff.
Tortoise will actually put his earbuds on and starts playing the music.
Oh, you said there's another team here, actually, right?
Yeah. So good.
I was eventually kind of look up and say, "You guys," and kind of like look over them. Do any of these people look familiar?
Not Toxin, no.
Mysterio
You guys did
will
this?
go around introducing himself as, "I am the Great Mysterio. Perhaps you have heard of me."
Did any of you have Shadow Community knowledge?
Probably.
You can roll it. Otherwise, it's I don't think Hoxton's met any of these people. Oh, one of them you definitely recognize Hoxton as you heard she killed a dragon once, one of the orcs. Dark skin, black hair. She is a legendary rep in the Shadow Community. Looks very resting bitch face.
All right, then I won't as accusatorily ask whether or not they were responsible for that. Because if you can kill dragons, you can wrestle in a low-level fucking gang boss.
So after you do this, it's not very long as the tortured screams start coming from the bathroom. That Day walks up, just completely stunned and almost out of habit, like hands the other team a cred stick, and they don't even say a word as they just like walk out of the room unless anybody's gonna stop them.
As Hoxton's pacing, I'm gonna like light a cigar, and I'm gonna be like, Hoxton, like you seem agitated. Like I'm gonna offer him one.
I will give him a card.
I take the card, put it in a pocket, take the cigar, and yeah, that'll stop the fidgeting.
Yeah. So as I like start taking a drag of mine, I offer like my lighter.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting things here. Stay sharp.
Stay sharp. I'm like, all right. And I turn to Mysterio. And I'm like, what do you do, Like, I probably know his name. Maybe I'm like, what do you do, Mysterio? Like,
I shoot you over a bunch of videos of me wrestling.
luchador style wrestling.
Yeah, I like open them up on the side as I'm kind of like watching them. I'm like looking down at him and looking at the videos. I'm like, wow. Like,
What's your most impressive scene, Mysterio? Do you have like a cage match or something?
God, what was the best one?
All right.
Hard to think of. I mean, there was the one where in Hoxton where or that was yours, where I slammed the guard and jumped on top of him. But and then there was, anyway, there's a whole bunch of them.
Think of Spider-Man before he like really locks down his powers when he's an amateur wrestler.
okay, yeah, there you go.
He threw a guy over the ledge. There's a video of him tossing what's his name up to the second floor, and he's like this little guy tossing. And he tossed who was it? Omega up to the second floor of a apartment building, and
Like a street den elf, like.
yeah, like threw him up there, and then he was not happy about it, but it was funny anyway.
Right. Well, it doesn't take very long before the sounds of just this torture screams stop. And Kaz comes back out of the bathroom. He's just drenched in blood, which is a lot of blood for a 10-body troll, right? Like 2-meter plus tall troll. Kaz will shake his head when Hoxton tries to offer him a cigarette, and he will tell you he's. I have a meeting tonight with Grey Wolf, a private meeting this evening.
Grey
We're going
Wolf?
to escort Day to her meeting, and then you'll meet back here afterwards.
Excuse me, are these the Grey Wolves? The Grey Wolves from the Constantinople?
Oh, out of character, no. This is Chilson Grey Wolf, is the leader of this Sulfur Ring, the Come and Go.
Either way, he will just raise an eyebrow and look at him.
Sure. He definitely says it not like the Grey Wolves. He says with Grey Wolves, so you would assume it's probably a name. And given that it's just Seattle and there's lots of Salish around and whatnot, that it would probably be a Native American name, perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hoxton will ask, do you have your own escort planned?
No. I have to meet again with the Standover men, and the casino, and they will take me there. Either way, I want you to make sure she's safe. And he points today, and you guys can see again the beautiful Korean woman back there who clearly looks like she's yeah. I wish I could show you.
Back and forth. I'm like, you said she's your daughter?
He'll get a genuine laugh out of that. No, she's my girlfriend.
And I give him the thumbs up.
Meanwhile, Day just looks completely shocked, and she just doesn't say a word. And he'll summon her over and tell her or he'll yell at her to go get ready, and she just leaves the room. When she comes back, she's dressed in a little bit more of like a evening gown. Unless you guys want anything from him, Kaz is going to leave to go to his meeting.
She's so he leaves and she's there with us.
Yeah, I don't stop Kaz. When she comes out, I'll offer the cigarette to her, though.
Should I get my sleeping tiger and have her put that on so it has some armor?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess in the interim of we're standing alone for a brief moment before she's actually like out and ready.
Sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and spell it out for the guys. I'm gonna say these are some important people. He has a lot of influence and a short temper. This is an important job.
Yeah, we see that.
The person that is probably laying in that bathroom dead right now was equally as important and equally as influenced. The fact that Kaz 1 is important, is good, but it's irrelevant. The only thing that matters now is that his girlfriend arrives to whatever destination we're told to take her to without a scratch. Tortoise, that means you stay on her completely. The first sign of trouble, you have to protect her. Do you understand?
Yeah, of course I understand. He's actually frustrated about the whole Yakuza thing, but he just gets over with this. Just
You
wants
guys.
to.
Oh, Mysterio, you can roll me gang ID.
Yeah.
Halfway to go get his armor, realizes that there is no way
No, wait, what?
that my armor is going to fit on her.
Oh, you were gonna put it on her.
She's not
Yeah,
that
I was
woman,
gonna-
only a little over
I'm wearing my
5 foot
magenta
away.
coat. I was going to put the sleeping tiger on her.
Oh, I
Have
misunderstood.
some armor. But then I was like, yeah, she's not going to fit.
She can use it as like a purse.
It was what I was looking for. Perfect. So Mysterio, you recognize based on his tattoos and general, the guy that was dragged into that bathroom is a ganger lieutenant for the Ragers, which is a Tacoma primarily orc gang. They do have a few trolls and a handful of dwarves. They're named after the Knight of Rage, and Kane is actually a human lieutenant in that gang. For your own FYI.
So when Hoxton's like, yeah, these guys are a big deal, I'm like, so you've worked with them before?
On and off again for the last year. This was a bit of a feud, and by all accounts, it seems that it might be over.
Yeah. So I take a long drag of my cigar, and then I'm gonna summon a spirit, and you can go toward us.
Actually, this one of reasons Tortoise is frustrated too is because Wuming's one of the dislikes is also the Yakuza, so he's trying everything to go sour with his contact to get his chance with his lovely date.
Okay.
You do, yeah, you do remember, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. These guys are all. I don't think it's long shot to know that they're all obviously mostly Korean. I know you've seen some with a little bit of Native American, but they're all going to be connected to the Sulfur Rings, and they are usually in straight conflict these days with the Yakuza. So.
We are going against them? I'm still confusing context and the sides of the team, so...
Oh, the team that you're currently being hired to work for, the one that Kaz Yakamura is a member of, is the Sulfur Rings, who are the Korean syndicates. And
right.
they're usually competing and at odds with the Yakuza families.
Okay, then I'm on the right side, okay. I'm on the right side, okay.
You guys both probably still have a mutual dislike for the Yakuza.
Oh, okay. That's a good sign, alright.
I'm gonna snap my fingers a couple of times in Tortoise's face as he's daydreaming, trying to figure out which team he's working for. I'm like, are you with us? Are you good?
He's just wakes up and was on. Well, okay. He just mumbles to himself.
Yeah, me and you, big guy. We're on each side of her at all times. We'll have Mysterio lead, and Blizzard you're following, and you got to keep an eye on that mojo flying through the air. You hear me?
I give him a nod. I'm like, I have a helper now too, and I just kind of I look maybe up, but it's in the astral right now. I'm like, we'll have an extra pair of eyes.
And I nods at the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
Right, all right. And we'll just wait for Day to be ready.
So, anyways, yeah, my jacket's not gonna fit on her, amigo. Do you want to give her your armor? I think it'd probably be a good idea if she had some kind of armor on her. Right. Yeah. When she comes out wearing her lovely evening gown, Hoxton will have his armor jacket there, and he's kind of holding it in the way that you hold it for a child who you need to help put it on. And I would say, Miss Day, would you entertain us? Holding the jacket forward, as in, would you mind wearing this ugly brown duster?
As you show her that, just so you know, and she'll walk over to the closet and open it, and there's like a designer like line coat style thing. It's obviously like designer armor. It may not have quite the same capabilities as an armor jacket, but it is definitely meant to help against the acid rain and or deflect some bullets. Which she'll politely decline and tell you I have my own, and she'll put that on, and this is much more fitting with her outfit.
Yeah, I was gonna say as much. It's like that does in fact complement the outfit much better as I sort of drape my armor jacket over my arm instead.
Right. So in the astral, Blizzard summons a Force 4 Earth Spirit. It looks like this crystalline, like crystal emerald formation. It's kind of just taking a roundish form, and it shows up and it's just gleaming really bright for you on the astral blizzard, and it offers you for a reagent. It'll offer you an extra service. Because it has a sense of trust in you. You seem like you're going to do something good today.
All right, yeah, I'll definitely offer him one.
All right, so you will have 5 services for your Earth Spirit. You kind of tanked his role.
Yeah.
He was like, I was going to protect Day today anyway.
Right? Yeah. I like this anyway. She's got a lovely rock garden out back. I'll hang around it.
Okay, I will raise the bet, and Tortoise will steps in, and I will be your Shito. Let's go. And he offers himself wholly.
Okay. She will
Yeah.
be escorted by you.
Yep.
All right. Kaz probably wouldn't have left yet, but he may have just left the room or been ignoring you. He in a conversation, his own world, answering whatnots. He is a man with work to do. So you guys leave. Good.
I look at Hawks and I say, "So, are we staying here, boss, or are we heading out?"
No, we're with her 100% from here on out.
Well, so should I make sure this building is secure?
I believe this building will be fine.
You say so, boss.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Dave's meeting. And she'll give you some details, probably in the car after she takes like one long last look at the bathroom door that's closed. Probably has a big bloody handprint on it from Kaz shutting the door, and then just like takes a big deep breath and walks out. Are you guys taking Hoxton's car, or did she going to ask if you want her to take her car? But it's only a Shenheng, which is a 2-seater car.
Yeah, I've got 5 seats in mind or 6 seats in mind, I think, because of increased seating. So we should be okay to take mine.
So
isn't it a better idea to have 2 cars just in case?
Yeah, it's probably worth bringing a second, although I think I would keep the majority of people close to her.
I mean, my Thundercloud Morgan is actually a backup, could be a backup plan if shit hits the fan. He has a gun weapon mount, so might be helpful if
you have a gun mounted in that weapon.
No, just the mount itself. No, I mean it's a buggy.
Okay, we can try figure it out later. As long as one of you offers her a ride, she will not take her own car.
Yeah, she'll definitely be riding with us.
Okay. So she'll tell you that she's going to the Caesar Carliano poker game, and she'll give you directions down to that. This is in a small, it's a small, medium to high lifestyle hotel, but it's clear that they have like a room of it that's rented out for this kind of private meeting, this kind of back area. She will, when you pull up to it, and she leads you through the area. Is anyone not wearing at least a nice outfit? Is anyone dressed like, what are you guys all wearing? I know 2 of you got sleeping tigers. What's everyone else like?
Argentum coat.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's bedazzled.
Bedazzled Argentum coat. Perfect.
What are you wearing, Tortoise?
I will be keeping all my whole gear up. Mask, shield, arm guards, everything. Big Game Hunter, actually, the armor itself.
Ooh, big game hunter.
Okay, if you try to wear a big game hunter and all of that gear into this, they will stop you at the door, tell you can wait outside.
No. Off. Wait a second. I'm to the casino? No, I was just my regular gear, just my regular clothes.
Okay, yeah,
After we leave the casino, this will be my gear.
Yeah, it's a fancy hotel. So basically, you just tell me. I'm just curious what your outfit is that you're trying to wear. It's like she's clearly dressed up in like expensive high fashion outfit. We've got one dude in a gentleman coat, the other two in sleeping tigers, but they'll work in a social situation. I was curious what you got to wear. Do you have any fancy gear?
I do not. Doesn't the Game Hunter count as a high fashion armor? Just
I think you're like in camouflage.
Yeah. It looks like you're going like sport hunting, basically. That's what big game
have
is.
a drag handle sewn into the back of it.
What's Tortoise's body size? What's your body score attribute?
It is 5.
All right, I can at least offer him an armor vest that he'd be able to wear under street clothes, since we're the same body potentially.
Okay.
Okay.
Or I could offer him the armor jacket if that would be acceptable to be worn in here.
Let's say as you guys kind of pull up, you'll see other people getting out of their cars about the same time, and there is some, looks like primarily Caucasian guys who also look like bodyguard style, goons, and they're in suits. It's probably some really like gray, shiny suits. They are protecting a gentleman as he walks inside. Another one is in kind of these silk black suits that are clearly like probably Yakuza-tied or Japanese businessmen, So you can tell everyone else has bodyguards who are also coming to this thing, but they are intentionally dressing up to be appropriate for the environment.
Can I make, I should make some purchases, I believe. Would be alright if I keep them in the availability range to make them instant.
You want to stop at a cheap rack, a clothing store on the way,
grab a suit.
Yeah. I actually wish to get that, the new shield, the back shield. I forgot his name.
Let's see. A synergist business.
The one that
is pretty cheap. If you want to grab at least a nice coat to go with it.
There's this new shield that came up with the cutting aces. Suitcase shield or some sort.
Oh no, this one he could. It's specifically for social stuff. It's a briefcase that then folds out and snaps into place as a shield. I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the price of it, whether or not you'd be able to get it, but you can stop and go shopping if you want to along the way. The other guys are gonna get there first, but you could show up later.
Tortoise, why don't you just put on your nice polo shirt, put this armor vest underneath it, and then chalk this up as something you need to have in your armory later.
Well, just hope for the best then.
Keep the car we'll keep the trunk unlocked for you.
Yeah, I feel like at some point you guys have to stop him from walking in with all his gear. No, you don't look right here at all.
Nobody taught me to be fashionable. Okay. I don't want to be. Okay, let's go with it. Whatever, let's go with it. Just what are you giving me to wear?
Yeah, I will offer you. I will offer you. It's just a plain armor vest, which is just 9 armor that you can wear underneath clothing. If you aren't comfortable with that, you can definitely choose to go be late and buy some stuff. It'll put a little bit of stress on us, but you'll be better prepared later. It's up to you.
Yeah, I will do that actually.
Okay. So as you guys escort Day inside, you will, and she probably would give you a little bit of context to what you're going to, so you're not walking in blind. She is scheduled to be, she's been hired to be the date of a mob bigwig named Caesar Sirianello? That's that. All right, we'll write that out for you. She used to be his date to a weekly poker game with Tojo Shotozumi, who is a Yakuza VIP.
So the woman we're escorting is going to be the date of Toju.
She's the date of Caesar.
Caesar.
Caesar has a weekly game
But
with.
she's the girlfriend of. Okay.
Of our Johnson, who is not with us currently. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Go ahead, everybody. Or let's see what somebody's got for social skills. They might have like underworld politics or something of that nature. What do we got? Hoxton, you have too many skills. You make it difficult to look for your stuff.
Well, knowledge is in a separate category.
You can skip over mine. I have nothing for social.
You can give me politics. This would be more underground politics, but I'll take it. You even have a specialization with Vori. That's great.
Yeah, my specialization is definitely more undergroundy, but the knowledge skill itself is just general.
I'll take politics still. Okay. Well, all right then. That easily beats my 4 threshold to be hard on you. All right. Yes. So you would know that for Caesar to bring a Korean beauty to this card game would be pretty much an insult to Toju.
Yeah, I actually figured that out before I figured it out.
Well, I'm sure, but I wanted to share it with your team, so unless you bring it up, I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, so in DNI, I'll say as much. I'll say this is once we learn who it's going to be, who's going to be there. Hoxton will say this is going to be a political statement, and Day is going to be the exclamation point at the end of the statement. So be on guard for any yaks who don't like what's being said.
I'm not sure if I can tell the difference between the Yaks and the Koreans. They look alike.
The one pointing
I'm
guns
with
at you.
Mysterio.
That's a good one.
I think I'm going to use the power. I'm going to make the spirit just guard.
Okay.
Guard. Just use guard on her for now. So he'll be hovering around her at least for now. So, and in case any accidents happen, it'll help.
And like I said, all the big wigs are bringing in their own different kind of security guys. Everybody is. So you guys walk in, and there's kind of a waiting room with a bar, and a lot of the duty style guys, the bodyguards, are all staying in there. For the players, they are allowed to take in 2 people, but since it's not a player, you guys also will have to stay out here. She explains that to you. Says it should be fine. You see, like, there's a handful of mob guys as well as Yakuza security, and as you're waiting in there with Day, like as she's making small talk and stuff like that before they go into the actual card game, she'll kind of point people out very quietly to you in almost a whisper, as if she doesn't want other people, or she's just being nice to point out the players to you and who's involved. Not suspecting any of you has really intimate knowledge of the underworld. One of them is the Oiban for the Kenron Kai. Another one is a Federated Boeing VP. The Kenron Kai soldiers are obviously, when they come in, like, are looking Day up and down and whispering between each other. One of them kind of gives a smirk. It seems they recognize her. One of them, a little memory check for him. One of them looks straight at Hoxton, and he's kind of across the room. Hoxton, you see him do this, but he gets kind of this very angry-looking face on him, look on his face, and he whispers something to another guy standing next to him. It's across the room, so unless you have like some type of sound filtering or something, you probably won't be able to hear them.
No, I think I just have audio enhancements in my earbuds. I don't have any type of filtering.
Okay, but it's not too hard with with the look on his face to get that he probably recognizes you and is not happy per se about you being here.
Yeah, I'm like mid yawn when I see him looking at me. I mean, do I recognize him?
Do me a memory roll.
Whoa, wait a minute. Why is my dice pool seem low? Let me make sure I don't have a modifier that I forgot to turn off. Also, Tortoise, could we get push to talk from you, buddy? We're getting everything you click with your mouse and your keyboard as is coming up live.
It is actually. It's on the push talk.
Then the button might be pressed down. It might be good now.
Sorry about that.
Everything was transmitted. It's all good. 2 hits on that memory check.
Okay. I mean, as someone else said, they all look alike. You remember that you got in a scuffle during that Goldman job with Rathny and them? That there was some Yakuza dudes in that, and not all of the Yakuza guys were wiped out.
Yeah.
But you don't recognize this guy particularly.
I feel like that's really my only run-in with Yak. So I'm like mid yawn as I'm getting adjusted to the room, and I kind of like look at him, I like raise an eyebrow, but then I'll just kind of continue on.
Yeah, he's kind of mean, but like one of the other ones like puts his hand on that guy's chest and kind of whispers something in his ear. Probably in that sort of gesture of like leave it alone kind of thing.
Sure. I'll stare for an extra second, but then not really care.
Okay. All right. So at some point, like the players for the card games end day included as kind of the date, all go into the separate room. It is where the game is scheduled to play. The doors will be shut. You guys are left in the waiting area with all the the other goons.
I want to.
Yeah, 2 bodyguards for each person has been allowed in the poker room. But since Dave's not a player, you guys are not invited to go in.
Can I investigate the entrances and exits to this poker room?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, you could.
Multiple entrances, multiple exits.
Yeah, give me a perception check. You could have kind of done that, like while there was kind of this moment of waiting for everyone to get there and people chit chatting, making small talk. The doors to the poker room were open, so you could have kind of went in there and did a walk around and just looked it over.
Okay. I'm gonna edge that.
Okay.
That.
Oh, dang. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm on psych right now, so I'm good on mental limit.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you see several hidden cameras up high on the ceiling, and like one of them sitting kind of in a lamp, kind of the little light scones or whatever. But you notice there's some hidden cameras in here. There is another door in the back that is it's one of those walls where it blends in really well with the wall, but when you get up close to it, you can see that it's actually a door. Whenever you pull on it, it is, or you go to push it open, it is, you can push it to exit, but whenever you get on the other side, probably test it out a little bit, it's clearly locked. So it's kind of a one-way. You can exit, but you can't get in from there unless you had a key or something.
Just to confirm, no, I don't find anything that looks like an explosive.
No, you don't. You get under the table and look around and stuff. You don't find anything that looks like an explosive. There is no. You don't seem to find any like hidden wires or anything like that, other than like the discrete cameras, which you imagine is probably just because it's a hotel. Those are there for that reason. You kind of look around the refreshments table. There's nothing. It's nothing poisonous or anything like that. And even whenever everyone starts gathering in that room and you maybe just out of curiosity go up and test the door to the poker room is not locked. So, you guys could go in a rush if you needed to, it seems like. They're just kind of, for privacy and stuff like that, have it closed. And it's more of a social etiquette for all the other guys, and including yourselves, to be in like the waiting area.
Before we go that far, is it obvious who Caesar's 2 bodyguards are?
Yeah. yeah, I mean, there's a there's a lot of obvious ethnic backgrounds here, so you
Yeah.
can easily pick out the white dudes next to the Japanese guys and whatnot. Yeah.
In the sort of the hustle and bustle as the teams are kind of all there waiting for the players to head in, and I assume their bodyguards follow. Can I pick out somebody from Caesar's team that seems to be in charge, or maybe pointing fingers and see if I can approach them? My goal essentially is to see if I can convince them to allow one of us to go in place of one of their guys.
Oh, I get you. Okay. Well, so the other thing, so you've got four guys basically who are going to be in this card game. One of them's the Mafia. The other one is the Shodozuma Yakuza family. The other one's the Kenrakai Yakuza. And the last one is the VP of Federated Boeing, which you can imagine his goons are more like Corpsec looking, right? So they stick out even more amongst this crowd than the other guys. But if you want to approach one of Caesar's guys, you can do that. What do you want to say to him?
I'm gonna hold out a hand, and I'm just gonna say, how's it going? We're with Day. I don't actually know her last name.
Just say like Miss Day.
Just stay.
How does he respond to that greeting?
He'll take your hand and nod. Seems like he kind of keeps a straight face, but he doesn't seem hostile or anything.
And then I'm gonna quietly say, I'm gonna quietly say to him, we understand what message is being sent here today, correct? And what position that puts our parties in?
He'll give you a little bit half smirk and this shrug.
Yeah, and Hoxton returns the shrug, as in like, yeah, I don't care either, but
Yeah, to him it's a little bit more like playing innocent, like I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. I'll say, no, absolutely. You understand there might be a concern. Let's say I get my little one in there with her. He's just as likely to take a slug for him and her, depending on where it's going. And that's less blood off your paycheck.
You don't have any like negative rep or anything with the mafia or any of the Irish families or anything, right? Or the Italian families or
Nah, Vori might not like me. I killed one of their guys, but everybody else, pretty peachy clean record.
All right, you got a good deal of street cred, right?
Consummate professional, but 10, I think 11. Yeah, I just hit 11. Yeah, I just hit 11.
Okay, he'll give it, and he gives you this kind of genuine look of he hears you, man, but 2 men at the table, and I'm not about to let somebody I don't know in there.
Yeah, Hoxton's kind of just like staring at him for a little bit, just sort of like trying to look through him to see if like there's a button I can push that just changes that answer to okay. But I really can't think of anything short of killing the man.
Yeah, he'll give you an apologies, but he you kind of like often there's business talked about in there, and I can't make changes and risk it being heard by the wrong person, right? He'll give you almost a wink, like like I know what you Shadowrunners do.
Sure. Like want to defend that statement, but don't, and yeah. All right. No, I don't have any convincing argument to change his mind.
All right, yeah, he gives you again kind of like a little half apologetic look, but then goes back to he probably is one of the guys who actually escorts Caesar inside, but he'll tell you, don't worry about it. We'll keep an eye on her.
Yeah, the man who we'd have to tell about what happened will kill us, but then he will find you, and he will do way worse things.
Did you actually say that to him?
I do, yeah. As sort of a not a threat, more of a warning, with kind of a like, yep, this is the contract I signed.
Yeah, he will. He'll give like half nod and just as almost as par for the course. This isn't our first. This isn't our first meeting with Kaz. Just kind of.
Yeah, that's fine.
He'll give you almost for a minute, like he's about ready to say, like, that son of a bitch is crazy, and then just think better of it. And
Oh no, my eyes totally say that son of a bitch is crazy.
yeah.
Things that just happen in a bathroom. No. But yeah, I'll go and rejoin the team.
All right.
Are we still waiting for Tortoise to show up as well? He went clothes shopping, right?
Actually, I do not know. My chamber is not responding for me correctly. So, and also the check the resource books, and those are that suitcase is actually 14 restricted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
there's
that
no
would
way
probably be
that I'm
long
getting
enough to
that.
get, like an hour.
You can always roll and get lucky, but yeah.
I actually have negotiation, but I don't think I will get that lucky.
So that's fine. But if you want to go for one of the lower, you have a medium lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can easily pick up, like, the Synergist business line is 8 availability. That'd probably be something you could find on the rack. Some more expensive ones, Summit suit, stuff like that, or 6. You could probably get those.
I will only get the suit, so I won't try to spend my money on so randomly at the moment. I'm not sure what should I get, but I will be fine with the vest that Huxton is landing to me, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, I hope so.
You send Toxton a message as you're about to head back from shopping, saying I can't find anything, and you get the armor vest from him and slip it under your shirt. You stand out like a sore thumb. First of all, being an orc, and then secondly, like definitely way underdressed for this occasion.
Yep.
I whisper to I forget her name. What was her name? Miss Day.
Well, Day is going to go inside for the poker game, but if there's something you wanted to say before she did that, you can.
I just say, if things look like they're going badly, say the word pineapple. We'll come in.
She smiles at you very sweetly and nods, and then takes like Caesar's arm and goes into the room.
Just in case you didn't notice, I put a drone on her and shared the feed with everybody.
Oh, you put a drone or you like a tag?
A noisquito.
Okay. Are you trying to palm that, or are you doing it?
I did. I rolled 2 hits. It's a ways up there.
Okay.
Before Hoxton's memory check.
1 second. I'm gonna roll a perception to see if she notices.
It is very small.
Can I roll a perception to see if I
notice?
notice?
It's the smallest type of drone. Micro.
Okay. Let me look up microdrones at -6. You can roll a perception, yeah.
Well, you've got to know it's there after I do it because I share the feed with you.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I'd well, we'll see. We'll see if she just takes it off herself here in a second.
1 second. Alright, so let's see. Perception. That's not right. Is it greater than?
Yeah, no, that's.
No, that was right.
Just
She
got
just
all...
started looking at 5 6s on 5 dice.
Oh!
That doesn't seem. Yeah, she notices as you're going for it, and she grabs your hand and like pulls it back and tells you no. And suddenly, all the affection that she had for you for a moment is just gone.
They're always trying to keep me outside and not let me look inside.
Yeah, Huxton will relay eventually. Like, yeah, they're going to be talking about very important things in there, and I imagine her being caught with a recording device would not be that good. This is
Mysterio.
Oh, go
No,
ahead.
no, you can continue.
I'll say this is our stake. This is our challenge. We have to overcome it out here.
I was gonna say, like Mysterio's side, it probably looked like you're going for her ass.
Might have assumed that at first. And found a mosquito in his palm and looked very angry about it. Alright.
That's a shame. Okay.
At least you can take it and stomp on
No, I already lost one drone.
it.
How am,
Okay.
I supposed to, how am I supposed to record myself if I lose all my drones?
I know, right? All right. Let's go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break here as they go into the poker game. You guys sit around outside. It is a semi-open bar. I wouldn't say there's like you don't have access to all the stock, but they've left out like water and and one bottle, probably of let's see, probably of like a Synthanol whiskey kind of thing, as well as a big thing of sake for the hired help. If you so
But Hoxton doesn't want me to drink.
It's not tequila.
Nope, no tequila here.
I'll have a water.
All right, can have a water, get some refreshments. All right, yeah, let's take a quick 5-minute break.